Hey, we're here in the kitchen. It is Food City Friday, joined by Chef Joe, and we're talking quiche today, and we're talking manly man quiche because, you know, there was a book that came out in the early 80s called Real Men Don't Eat Quiche.
That's right.
But that is a lie because real men do eat quiche.
And I decided, and you know, there was actually a follow-up cookbook to that called Real Men Don't Cook Quiche.
Well, they really do because you do.
And I decided to come up with a little recipe called Real Men Quiche.
And there we go.
Just to show. And
well, I'm going to help you get started because we got nothing but pigs and chickens here today.
Well, let's go for it then. Let's go for it then.
So
the
we got
first
some
one
ham.
here, I've diced some of our Food Club ham and browned that in a skillet.
Okay.
And then up here we've got our Food Club sliced bacon that I cooked up and I got it chopped roughly. And then we have some good old Tennessee Pride down home sausage that I scrambled up in a skillet.
Take home a package of Tennessee Pride.
There you go.
All right.
And then
I want to mix that together
stir
a little
those
bit.
together there real quick. And then what I've got here, I took some portobello mushrooms, diced green peppers, and some green onions.
And that looks really good.
I sauteed those in some of our bacon drippings.
Oh, very nice.
And we're going to add all that in there.
Make sure we get all of it because it's all good.
And the reason you want to mix it up here, it's easier than trying to mix it in that nice crust I've got set up.
Well,
there.
it kind of tears the crust too if you're not careful. So you don't want to do that.
You have to be careful. And once you get that blended in, then we have some good old New York sharp cheddar cheese.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And just to give it a little bit of a kick, the other bowl over there has pepper jack cheese.
Okay.
And we'll mix all that together. Let me go ahead and get these bowls out of the way. And let's get
how much cheese did you say was in each one? Is this like a cup? Or?
Well, that's a little over a cup.
A little over a cup.
It's enough.
Okay.
You never have too much cheese.
That's true. Or bacon.
There you go.
And so I'm just going to blend this all together.
Right. Blend those together there.
All right.
And I've got a dozen eggs already whipped up here. A dozen eggs, yes. And I put in some of our Food Club heavy whipping cream.
All right.
So once we get that mixed up real good, we're going to dump it in the. And I've got this set up in a 10-inch cast iron skillet.
Okay.
Now, if you notice, there's a little fringe around it.
Right.
I've used our pie crust here, a ready-made pie crust, and I put this on a piece of. I cut out a circle of parchment paper, rolled it out nice and flat, and so just pour that boy in there. And it's going to be a nice, there's a lot of stuff.
There's a mound of stuff.
There is a mound in that.
All right, let me just get it all. I want to get it all in there.
That's it.
All right, good enough there.
The problem I had the first time I made this was I kept wanting to munch out of it. So.
It is.
So let's get those guys out.
It got some escapees there. There we go.
Now keep your spoon in your hand, but be very gentle. We're going to start pouring.
And I'm going to mix that around as well.
I'm going to pour, and just mix that in with it.
Oh, that looks great, Joe.
I've got our oven over here preheated to 425, and we're going to cook this. Now, for my recipe, I assumed that you would use a different pan.
Right.
It takes about 25 minutes. For the cast iron skillet, it takes about 40.
In the cast iron?
In the cast iron skillet, yes. So it's going to take us about 40 minutes, and we'll get that cooked up. And it will be ready to eat then.
That looks great.
So,
it looks beautiful.
We're ready.
We'll come back, finish that off, and show you how this is all plated up. If you want more information about this recipe and so many others, go to foodcity.com.
The preceding portion of Daytime was sponsored by